Today we're going to be doing a baking soda bath. This is not something new that we've done here. We've actually done them in the past. One of the things about baking soda, however, is that if you use it too commonly on your dog, you could actually get dandruff and some flaking. This stuff right here is very good to neutralize smells, also to cleanse, but you can't overdo it. So today we're going to be doing a bit of a twist. I'm going to go ahead and give her a baking soda bath, and then at the end we're actually going to apply all over her skin and fur just to counteract the dryness that you could be getting from the baking soda bath. Now you're going to notice we got 3/4 cups. I might not be using the full 3/4 cups. Half a cup is more than enough for her. Right now Sunshine is weighing around 68 pounds. You know, once I get her nice and wet and rinsed, then we're going to add the baking soda and we'll play it from there as to how much we're going to be using. So there is no perfect science to this, guys. So if for whatever reason you used an entire cup or you used a 1/4 cup when I'm using half a cup, that's not the end of the world. You know, you can use your own discretion. I just like to use about half a cup on her because she's not too big of a dog, right? She's a large pocket, so that's the route we're going to go with it. Okay. All right, so the water's nice and warm. Water's nice and warm, so we're going to go ahead and just get her rinsed all the way through and through. Make sure we don't get water in the ears. We do that, we're going to lose Sunshine, right? No dog likes water in the ears like that. Now, I have done baking soda baths where we literally put the dogs in a tub. Okay, right now I cannot do that. And the reason for that is the temperature outside, right? Right now it's 35 degrees. I can't do that. So you adjust. You got to make those decisions as well. If you see me use something that your dog may be allergic to, like the coconut oil, obviously then don't apply it. Substitute it. You know, do your research. Find a viable substitution. So with our girl over here, come here, sweetheart. Come here, Sunshine. Good girl. Right, I'm just going to sprinkle it. Okay. Sprinkle it on there. Like I said, I'm not using the whole thing. I still got about half a cup. So actually, I still have about another 1/4 cup to spread around. All right. So literally, yeah, I know, man. It gets powdery. You know, it's going to get powdery on your dog whenever it touches the water. Hold on, baby. Just make sure you're grabbing this stuff and pouring it along everywhere, right? Yeah. Pouring it, especially in the armpits, in between the legs down here, right? It's going to basically change the pH on your dog's coat to where little parasites like fleas and ticks and also other microscopic parasites are not going to want to be living. They thrive on the pH that the dog has on their coat. Okay, so I'm going to be leaving this on there no more than 3 to 5 minutes. It's really that effective. It's really that effective. The more you put on there, right, the more you're going to have to work to take it off, because as you can see, it becomes very powdery, right? Some of our hairs are coming off as well, and that's because I'm really pushing in there with my fingers. All right, so the 3 to 5 minutes are up. What I really like about baking soda, not only is it natural, but I have bathed pregnant females. I try not to mess with them when they immediately go in heat. I don't want to mess around and cause some sort of stress where the female might not get pregnant because of something I did. And that's just me. That's just how I do things, right? One thing about breeding that you're going to find, and also dog owning, is nothing more than you got to find what works for you. Okay? I can definitely share what works for me, and it's going to help out a lot of you. But there's always going to be something that I do that may not bode well with somebody else. Say, for example, you know, your dog's allergic to baking soda, then obviously we're going to have to find alternatives. Or if your dog's allergic to the coconut oil I'm going to use, or chicken, and you know, I'm doing a chicken recipe. All you got to do is just modify whatever your dog cannot have for whatever reason, whether it's allergy or health reasons. Literally just make the modification and that's it. Now, what I really, really like about this bath is what I just did. That's it. I with her right now, we used about half a cup. If I was to put her in a tub, I would say it probably would be, I would probably be putting into the tub somewhere around 1/8 of a cup per gallon. That's how I would probably run with it. If you notice, we didn't even have to use that much water on her, right? So now what I'm doing is I'm grabbing our organic coconut oil, as you can see here, and I'm getting myself about half a tablespoon's worth. Half a tablespoon's worth. All right? That's about what I'm, and I'll be honest with you, I'm going a little bit overboard. If I wasn't doing the baking soda bath, then I probably wouldn't be giving as much. I'd probably be giving half as much. Now, the reason I'm giving this much is because a lot of you have written to me saying you've been doing the baking soda bath on your dog, but now their coat is getting flaky and it's too dry. That happens when you're doing it too consecutively. Okay? Baking soda will dry everything out. That's actually its mechanism. That's what helps kill whatever fleas or ticks your dog may have, or you know, even smaller parasites. So we're going to transfer our coconut oil here to my hand, right? And we're going to begin spreading it. And I'm going to try spreading it, there you go, as best as I can. And one thing for sure, you got to make sure you push all the way down to where you're feeling it's getting to the skin. Okay? Now, you don't want to wait till your dog is fully dry to do this, because you want some of that wetness to help you spread it out, right? Help you spread it out underneath the dog, armpits. Why do I emphasize armpits? Because wherever there's folds of skin, now I say armpits, but wherever there's folds of skin, that's where yeast and fungi want to thrive. And so don't you let it thrive, right? Don't you let it thrive. For some of you that have French bulldogs and you have those folds around their nose that we all learn to love, because I do own Frenchies myself. This stuff right here, the coconut oil, look, you can literally put it in there like this. And it's really, really, really good. It's not going to hurt your dog in any way. If they have a dry nose, go ahead and put it on the nose. Let her lick away on her nose. It's really good stuff, man. Really good stuff. If you got to get a little bit more because it didn't spread like I just did, you know, as long as you get those every what is it, crook and cranny? I forget the way you say it, but any little spot that you can. Right now I'm feeling the coconut oil all over her fur, which is exactly what we want, right? So, literally, this is it. Now, what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and use a blow dryer. Let me tell you, this combination of baking soda and coconut oil, I have only tried it several times, about 3 or 4 times, and I can tell you their fur gleams. If there was any smell, any Frito-Lay smell, any type of smell, it's going to be neutralized. And you're going to notice your dog's going to have a sense of being clean, smelling clean, and looking clean. So for right now, I'm going to stop everything. Let me go ahead and air dry her. Come on, get up there. Come on, girl. Oh yeah, this fur is just phenomenal right now. I wish you guys could be here. It smells refreshing. There's no smell. It's just a refreshing, no scent. I also bathed my girl. Spared you guys from going through the entire bathing process, but she's about to come up here too. Yeah, look at them coats. Right, look at the coats. Hold on, sweetheart. Look at that. Just beautiful, nice and clean. So I do want to say this real quick for all of you watching. The baking soda bath is not a fix-all. It will definitely help ticks, fleas, yeast, odors, you name it. It really does very well. However, if your dog continues to have yeast infections right after you've done a baking soda bath, what I do suggest is that you take into account that inflammation will definitely cause a dog to have yeast infection. We're going to be dropping a video here where I'm going to show you how to starve yeast. Before I do want to tell you, Nuvet and NuJoint DS is something that we give to all of our dogs. Some of you may be asking, what does Nuvet NuJoint DS have anything to do with yeast? It has a lot to do with it. The green bottle is a multivitamin. The blue bottle is an anti-inflammatory for joints, right? Because it's got glucosamine in there. However, whenever you feed a dog's body anti-inflammatories, it doesn't discriminate as to what part of the body is going to be using it. So you'd be surprised how many people are using Nuvet NuJoint DS and are actually getting rid of yeast, the inflammation of yeast, along with dietary changes. To order Nuvet, all you got to do is go to nuvet.com/513237. I'll leave a link down below in the descriptions as well. You get 13 to 15% off on AutoShip. And let me tell you, majority of people that have their dogs in Nuvet NuJoint DS are not only talking about better coats, better joints, better overall health, but also a lot less of yeast, a lot less of any type of infection going on. That's all I got for you on this one. I'll be dropping a video right here. You might want to click on it. I'm going to be showing you a simple diet on how to starve yeast in your dogs. Been Raul from the Q, catching you right here.